keep at it. So we're going to
Well,
go into
this
the,
is,
go right ahead.
yeah. No, I was gonna say, for me, I just know that from a young child, my mother told me that I could sing before I could talk. So
Oh,
for me, I know it was a blessing from God. This gift isn't just me; it's a gift that God
yeah.
gave me.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. God already had that gift wrapped on you even before you was born. So you have
Yeah.
opened up your package to the world. So there are some that are catching up, and there are some that know you. So you're doing a very good job. And I'd like to mention a single that you put out. Was it 2021? Paper or plastic?
You know what? Paper or plastic? Yeah, it did come out in 2021, and the story behind the song is that a guy named Big Rob, which
Yeah.
he's a Southern soul artist,
Yes.
but as well as a funkster because he came from the group Zap, which featured Roger,
Mhm.
and so he had saw me on social media on my Facebook page, and he kept sending me messages like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And at the time, like you just get disillusioned with music
Yeah.
at times. And
Yeah.
so for
Yeah.
me, I had a regular job. I worked at a movie studio. I was like really not thinking about anything else, you know. And so he kept talking to me. So finally, I gave him my number. He called me. He said, you're one of the great R&B singers that's still here and can still do what you do. He's like,
Yeah.
you need to be singing. And so, like for me, I was like, yeah. So I didn't hear from him for a couple of months. And then one day he called me and he said, Margo. I said, yeah. He said, God told me I'm supposed to write your next hit record. So I
Oh,
said, you
wow.
know what? And I said, if God told you, I'm coming. Now, I never met the man, didn't know him from a can of paint. I trusted and believed in God and what he said. And
Mhm.
I flew out to Ohio and we recorded Paper or Plastic and we recorded the new single that I have out. And I came back to LA and continued, at my day job. And a couple of months later, he called me up and said, hey, I think it's time to put that single out. I was like, what
Uh-huh.
single? Because at this point, I'm just not even thinking about anything. And so he played Paper or Plastic for me. Right away, it made me smile. It
Aw.
just was such a feel good song that I said, yeah, it's time to do it. And the song to me, they call it Southern Soul. I call everything that I sing soul music because that's where I
Okay.
sing from, is my soul.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, we released the song, and when I heard it, it sounds so retro to me that I went out and I found a big old Afro wig, and I
Yeah.
did the video, and I wanted it to
Yeah.
look like the '70s, and so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the story behind Paper and Plastic.
Okay. Well, I will play that track at the end of the show. Let's talk about the
All
newest
right.
single. When
Mhm.
Love Don't Love You No More is What Do You Do? What's the
Mhm.
story behind the music? And that song was
Okay.
just released recently this year. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. It's about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I want to say.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
what do
and
you want the fans to know about this track?
it's so crazy because What Do You Do When Love Don't Love You was the other song that I recorded with him. And so that's the song I thought he meant was going to be the single. And so, like, for me, when I was recording What Do You Do, I was kind of in this, like, life quandary, like, what am I really going to do with myself? And so
Right.
I was, I was having some challenges. So when I flew
Hmm.
out, just the emotion of what I was feeling came across in that song. And, with the song, when I listened to the lyrics and it says, what do you do when love don't love you? Well, what do you do? First of all, you're going to hurt for a little while, but
Hmm.
eventually you're going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and keep on moving, right?
Right. Right. Right.
So, that's really how I feel about what do you do when love don't love you. But it's a serious issue. And I was talking to a friend, And my friend, you know, he said that song means so many things on different levels because, like, most people, when they say, what do you do when love don't love you, they think you're talking about a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he said, but this song could be like a parent and their child. Like, you've done so much for your child, but your child goes left when you were staring them right. And, you know, I thought about that. I said, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. It can be a lot of things. So the song means different things to a whole bunch of different people.
Right. Different situations. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spin it, and you stay in that hot seat, Margo. We'll be right back. Here is What Do You Do?
And time again, if I give you all of me, maybe we can be more than friends. But every chance I get, you take my love, then you walk away. Well, every bone in my body wishes you would say, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? When love don't love you. What do you do? What do you do? When love don't love you. No more. What do you give you all of me? What do I get in return? My girls keep asking me, Margo, when you gonna learn? But baby, I'm just a fool for loving you so deep. Will I ever be more to you than just a late night creep? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? When love don't love, don't love, don't love, don't love, don't love you. What do you do? When love don't love you. When love don't love, don't love, don't love, don't love you. What do you do? What keep trying to make it work, but maybe I need to think about myself first. But I love you. But I wanna know how you feel about me. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? When love don't love, don't love, don't love, don't love you. What do you do? What do you do? Love don't love you.
Yes. That's it right there. What do you do?
When
Yes.
love don't love, don't love, don't love, don't love you. What do you do?
Sing it, Margo. Sing it. Oh my gosh, that voice of yours is just unforgettable. Oh my goodness. I am so glad you took out the time to come on my platform to talk about your newest single. I'm a new fan. I'm a fan for life. So as we move along, what is the ultimate desire, Margo? What you want the fans to get out of this newest single or all your music?
Well, with all my music, you know, like I just want to touch somebody, and you know, if I can touch somebody with truth and with happiness, for me, that's my life's goal. It's like this is the mission that God set me on to, to go around and, God has never told me that I need to sing gospel music. He just told me that I need to get messages out. So I just feel like I'm one of God's messengers.
All right. I like that. I like that. Yes. Yes. He gave you a gift. You opened your package, and he's using you to help the humans down here and dealing with life situations and the messages in your songs. Yes. I love that.
Exactly. Because, like for me, I just feel like this is not my gift to keep. This was given to me to share. And I think a lot of people don't realize the gifts that they have aren't just for them. It's for others. So, I've always tried to spread that. It's like I had a Christmas song out before, What Do You Do? And it was called My First Christmas Without You. And I put out a Facebook message and a media message for people to send me pictures of their loved ones if they lost them through COVID, if they lost just their loved one that you love. And, and for me, I felt so honored that people sent me pictures to represent their loved ones like that they trusted me with that. So, because, we are going through trying times with this, because every time we think we jump one hurdle, here comes another one. Yeah. And so for me, I just encourage people to stay strong. I'm a true believer of wearing my mask, and as much as I love people, just social distancing, until we get through this thing,
Right. And thank you for that information. Wow. So, give information on how these new fans and curious listeners out here, how to follow up with you on social media, and also tell where your music is streaming at online, especially this newest single.
Okay. You can get me on Facebook. It's just Margo Thunder. On Instagram, it's Margo Thunder House 7. And if on Twitter, it's Margo Thunder 32. So, and with the music, you can get What Do You Do on all music platforms, iTunes, Amazon. You can get it on Spotify, any place that they're streaming music, that they're selling music, you can get it. And I'm actually in the process of trying to put together a video for this song.
Yes. I can't wait.
So I'm working on that now, and I've been in talks with different people. Big Rob, has given me his insight on it, and the song was written and produced by Big Rob. So he's given me his insight, and I'm giving him mine, like where I feel the song is coming from. So, we're trying to get it together now so we can, give people a visual.
All right. And also, any future music projects you want to tease us about that's coming up?
Well, Big Rob and we've been working like crazy. We're putting together this EP, so you guys can get a little bit more of the Margo Thunder experience, if that's what you want to call it, But so we're working on that, and I don't have a date right now for a release date for it, but that, we're working. And just, I think people are really going to be pleasantly surprised with the music, because, we're covering Southern soul, if that's what people want to call it, to heartbreak and, love, fun, just life in general.
Yes. So as we move along, you are more than welcome to give a shout out to all those lovely people that have supported you through your musical journey. Go right ahead, Margo.
Well, I want to say, first of all, I got to thank Big Rob, because he believed in this, and, between him and God, they snapped me back together. And so I got to say a shout out to him. And, just the people that I've worked with throughout the year, Wanda Perry, which was part of 9.9. You know, Phaedra Butler was. I was